So quick update on Atticus' beautiful strength. We just ripped down the last bit of the butcher block countertop she brought us to use. As you can see, this one has sharp edges. Hasn't been sanded. Just ripped it down on the table saw. Part of it's going to be a shelf, and below that shelf is going to be this pop-up desk. So last night we put a clear coat on the bottom side, let that harden overnight, and then this morning when we ripped it down, it's one less thing we'll have to worry about is coating the bottom as heavy. This one we've already routed. We just use a little portable router. Got the 5/16 bit round over on it. Round it. Then we got the 80 grit America sandpaper, which is amazing stuff. It's a mesh, so you can actually see through it. But start with the 80 to shape it. This butcher block stuff is like super rough, so we're getting it somewhat better, but she's wanting to save money and sanding is time, so we're just getting it close. When you're using these America sanding pads, you do have to use an adapter pad so you don't overheat and ruin your sanding pad on your sander. So that's where we're at with this one. We're rounding it over, getting it shaped up with 80. Then we'll go into 150. We stop at 150 most of the time. That way we have good adhesion properties to get a good coat, that first coat to stick to the wood really well. Then after that, we'll move over to like what we're doing for, these are the countertops. We've already got one coat, or like three coats, four coats on the bottom. Just putting on a second coat on the top. And what we did this morning before that second coat went on, we took it to took out 320 and sanded it up. The brush is causing it to be a little wavy. This clear coat is more designed to be sprayed. Ordered the wrong product by accident, but it's very durable. We're going to give it a try. I'm going to warranty it, but there is a 21-day cure time on all clear coats, and she's wanting to use it by the end of the month, so it's kind of a gray area on warranty. But back on point. So after we sanded it, got it 150, shaped it up, we put the first coat of clear on it. Then after that first coat of clear, let it set overnight, 13 hours. Then we sanded it with 320. We used the power sander for that. Got it nice and glass smooth. We stop at 320 because the can says stop at 320. You can go 220, 320, but that 320 gives it a good smooth look. So where are those going to go? They're going to go on this bus, which is the beautiful strength bus for Atticus the bus. And so that's the counters here for the kitchen. The other ones will go in the back. Yesterday we also got the gray water finished up, plumbed up. We had to snake it around underneath. I wanted to make it easier in case these things need to be serviced. Instead of having this gray line come through here in front of the pumps, I had it go down and below. The help flow is over here right before it goes to the bottom of the bus. Then it goes straight into the gray tank. Well, right before the gray tank, we use the street Y and put an electronic ball valve on one end and then just a 1-inch ball valve on the other end. I anticipate her using the electronic ball valve 99% of the time, but we want to have it set up for RV dump sites in case she's at RV dump sites. That's where we're at with the countertops in the kitchen galley area. Still studying propane, but the plumbing side is done except for getting the counters in so we can get the sink mounted. So that's pretty exciting, but we've got about another 2 to 3 days of clear coats. I want to get like 6 coats of this stuff on it just so it's a good hard coat, a good thick coat, so she can just constantly spill water on it from the sink or just oils. It's a water-based product, but it is very durable. Like this morning with the 320 sandpaper, it hardly was phasing in. That was a cure time of 12 hours. So once it hits a cure of 21 days, this stuff is going to be nice and hard. Trying to think of anything else, but yeah, that's where we're at with the Atticus right now.